Hello, I'm Diana Brewstead. I've been asked to evaluate the Priceline Terms of Use Agreement. Priceline is best known as the website for finding deals on travel-related purchases such as flights, hotels, and car rentals. Terms and Conditions is a page on a website which sets out the rights and responsibilities of anyone using the site. This forms a contract between the user and the website. Legal disputes between the user and the site will be assessed based on these terms and conditions. The first part of Priceline's Terms of Use Agreement deals with legal action. It details arbitration and dispute resolution, disclaimer of warranties, limitations of liability, chargebacks, trademarks and copyrights, and claims of copyright infringement. Is it a valid contract? While the Priceline contract is a valid contract, it is not a user-friendly contract. In AT&T Mobility versus Concepcion, the court held the Federal Arbitration Act preempts state laws that disallow class arbitration. However, the demand for an arbitration-only dispute resolution places the consumer at a disadvantage. Arbitration blocks consumers from banding together in class action suits and favors the big companies in 93% of their claims. Minimizing the amount of disputes through clearly worded user terms and responsive customer service will reduce the need for arbitration and improve Priceline's reputation. Are visitors automatically bound? Currently, Priceline's user agreement relies on a browse wrap agreement. That means that users are assumed to have agreed to Priceline's terms just by browsing the site. Generally, courts have declined to enforce browse wrap agreements because the fundamental element of assent is lacking. In Nguyen versus Barnes & Noble Incorporated, the critical question was whether Nguyen assented to the terms of use, specifically the arbitration clause. Nguyen had neither clicked the hyperlink terms of use nor read them. Although Barnes & Noble argued that their hyperlink terms of use was sufficient notice for anyone familiar with basic internet skills, the court did not agree. I propose that Priceline adopts a click wrap agreement where the user must click to accept terms of use before gaining access to Priceline services. Unlike browse wrap agreements, courts have routinely upheld click wrap agreements. The enforceability of these agreements turns not on the label of click wrap, but rather whether the party had constructive notice of the terms of the agreement and thus agreed to be bound by them. The click box to accept terms should be easily located on every page of the site to make it more likely to ensure enforceability. Can Priceline be sued in case of a dispute? Although the user agreement says the only venues of dispute are arbitration and small claims court, Priceline can be sued. The user agreement states that disputes must be resolved based on arbitration through the American Arbitration Association or small claims court, and that all actions shall be governed by the state of Connecticut. One example of Priceline being sued is Tersley Investments Limited versus the Priceline Group Incorporated, filed in Connecticut Superior Court. Tersley claims that Priceline defrauded him in connection with a $550 million acquisition of an industry competitor. Another example, Chapman versus the Priceline Group Incorporated, was filed on October 10, 2015 in the District of Connecticut and alleges that Priceline does not honor its best price guarantee on flights booked with Spirit Airlines because Priceline charges a markup fee unbeknownst to customers. Although Priceline filed a motion to dismiss, Judge Chattigney of the United States District Court for the District of Connecticut denied the motion. As I have stated, I recommend that Priceline switches to a click wrap agreement, easily found on every page. I also recommend that the agreement be worded so as to be understood by the average user, and that forced arbitration be removed for a more consumer-friendly resolution strategy. Thank you.